All right, day one, Harrisburg. I'm getting really close to the camera because I still have yet to get a decent microphone, and I'm sure there's a lot of background noise, so enjoy this. We got here around 10 p.m. Eastern last night, and by the time we found our stalls, got set up, we tried to be on a quick hand walk, cleaned out the trailer, parked it, back to the hotel, it was probably close to midnight, which made for a very long day since we got up at, so those are all Eastern time, so it's like 3 a.m. Eastern time at home. It's a long day, but we made it. And then this morning we got here at 7:30 to feed Trev, take him on a hand walk. Max picked a stall for me, thank you Max. And now we're just kind of cleaning up, getting ready for the weekend. Caitlin should be here between 9:30 and 10. And she'll show us around and school for a bit. And yeah, and then our setup is, of course, Chubby across the aisle there. And then we got ourselves a pack stall. So I got my trunk, all my stuff pulled out, our hay and shavings, a few setup bins for like grain and assorted stuff. Got a lot of stuff. So yeah, it should make for a very fun week. Excited to get started. And yeah. Harrisburg, day 3. Here at 5 a.m. Good morning, Max. To, is it 5 a.m.? Yeah, we'll call it 5 a.m. To get in the Coliseum before we show at 8 a.m. And I go 9th out of 15 today in the meter 30 junior amateurs. Alright, so the day 1 course was a 2D format, which is you do the first half of the course, and regardless of the score, you go to the second half for the speed portion, and then they score based on like the first round first and then the second round on top of it. So not my favorite table, but it's fine. Jump 1, I didn't get a great approach to it. But I was worried about getting under that 45 seconds, but ended up working fine. And then this line was a nice 7. Everything I thought walked super normal all weekend, which was really nice and kind of the course designers. And then this was a 1 stride to a 4 with a plank on that out, so really had to protect it. Came around the corner, completely lollygagging in every corner of this course. I was a little bit nervous, and so I took my time and rode kind of conservative. And then this was a nice 7, almost could have done 6, but the 7 worked out quite nicely. And through the center of the ring here, the speed started before that 7 stride, so this is where speed comes in. Did a 1 stride here. I don't know if he just didn't gauge the out. I don't think I protected it enough, so we had that down, and then slipped into the inside to this yellow oxer, to, what was this, another 7 across the middle, which he landed a little bit in a pile on that rail, so I had to ride up a little bit to it, but he was great. And then I kind of had to park him at this last one, so he wasn't thinking about leaving through that out gate there, but he was super good.
I can't do nothing with you.
Second day was a speed class. I like my approach better this one. Nice to jump one. Then we landed on the wrong lead, so I had to fix my lead on the end. My trainer, Caitlin, said I took him on a trail ride, which I did a little bit there. But then this 5 stride up the middle came up really nicely. So the nice big oxer there. Again, all the strides rode really nice in this course. I tried to be better about hanging off of the rail in the corners today, which I did a little bit better. Could always be better on that one, but it worked out. So that 1 stride over on the rail there, rolled back nicely. I didn't pull to that oxer, which was a win in my book, and then came around here to this 1 stride vertical. Really needed to protect those to the nice 4 stride. He's jumping straight as an arrow, which is awesome. And then I did 7 steps between those 2 fences, which I was pretty proud of myself as well that I didn't pull. And then this was a 7 stride to the plank, and then another 7 stride. I believe those both walked in 8s, but Trevor has a huge step, so he marched right down them. He was great, and we ended up 3rd in this class.
I can't do nothing with you.
Okay, last day of the horse show. I forgot to film something yesterday, but yesterday was great. I went 5th out of 12 and ended up 3rd in the speed. Clear. Slow is clear, but it was super good. Much happier with that round than Fridays. And then today we have the classic round and I go first. But 13, I think is what they ended up with. They didn't go at 8 a.m. So it is 6. I think I'll get on at 7, start warming up, get off to ride or to walk, and then get back on to finish jumping and then head right in. I think it's an immediate jump off. Course stage to be nice, and then we'll have to pack up and get on out of here and drive home and hopefully be home before midnight, which should be great. So, all right, last day. Here we go.
I can't do nothing with you.
Final day. This was a classic round with a comeback later for the jump off. So fence 1 was on the end there, and I intended to just land, go forward, and then settle down to this blue oxer, which turned out nicely. Landed a little bit into a pile, so I had to work to get down that 7 a little bit. Today you can really see how he and I are both just a tad tired, and we had to work just a little bit harder. So we had this 3 stride to the plank we had to protect, and then this nice 5. And then we came around the corner to this triple, had to get deep into it so he didn't clobber it with his big stride. And then you can see that I land in a pile then after that one. I had to work really hard to fit that, a 5 stride in. And then we came around the corner, jazzed him back up, which was good. There was a Liverpool under that oxer. to the 7th stride to the skinny, had to wait a little bit, and then came around the corner, and I was really happy with I could just allow to this combination, knowing that he would back up a little bit for it. And then this 8th stride was super tricky because it Drixie had to kind of come on the inside track, but he sighted it and jumped it great. And then for the jump off, we jumped this purple backwards, no Liverpool this time. Come around to the lamp posts there. They took that 3 stride out and then just galloped down. What did I do? Like a 7 there maybe? Yeah, we'll call it 7. Had that in down. I was a little bit deep to it, a little bit late. And I just didn't protect it enough for him. And we're just both so tired. He went right through it. And then the same thing kind of happened here. The distance was just like fine, and we just rolled right through that top rail, both of us just being like, okay, let's get this done. And then came around nice to this 1 stride. I actually did 8 in that first line, not 7, because this, we did the takeout and did the 7th stride, and we almost could have done 6 in the end, but he was awesome, and we finished up our weekend nicely.